The visiting Los Angeles Lakers will face off against the Bobcats. This is Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Cheryl Miller is our sideline reporter. Now, as we get set, T-Mobile presents the starting five lineups. And without further ado, it looks like they're setting up for the tip-off. The Bobcats control the tip-off and will get this one started. Belton goes up. He's pummeled and will have a chance for two at the line. One of the fastest baseline-to-baseline players in the NBA, Raymond Felton of the Bobcats.
Kevin, he can get rack to rack in a hurry on you, but he's also stronger than you think. He gets in there and takes contact and is able to finish.
He gets them both. Gasol inbounds the ball. To Bynum. Fisher. Dumps it off to Bryant. 6 seconds to shoot. Kisses it off the glass and in.
He makes such intelligent plays with the basketball. Always aware, always a threat to score.
Time for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Well, just prior to the game, I spoke with Larry Brown, coach of the Bobcats. He told me that he feels a faster tempo would benefit his team. He said this team has great speed, and if this turns into a high-paced game, they'll have an advantage. Get ready for a ride, guys.
Looks like we might have a barn burner.
More and more teams are playing up-tempo basketball, and I think it's great for the league. It's a fun and exciting brand of basketball to play and to watch.
Dumps it to Morrison.
Morrison made that one, but I'll tell you what, that's exactly how you want to D him up. He just willed that one in.
Here's Fisher. Sinks it.
Fisher. That was a difficult shot there, but Lady Luck smiled on him and he knocked it down.
Dishes to Richardson. The Bobcats with the last touch. Gasol inbounds the ball. Odom gets it left wing. Pops it in on the layup.
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
The bounce pass to Morrison. Dumps it off. Richardson can't nail the jumper.
Richardson typically makes that one from mid-range. The defense caught a break there.
Dumps it down low to Gasol. Takes it up. Kisses it off the glass and in.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Dishes it to Morrison. Gets it in the paint. The layup flipped in by Felton.
Nice job finding the open shooter.
Bryant dumps it off to Gasol. Kobe lobs it to Bynum. Tosses it up. Nails the buzzer beater. There's the horn, and we end an exciting first quarter. The score, 13-8. The Lakers have taken the early lead.
Well, they're scoring with ease. They've definitely hit the ground running. Let's see if they can keep it up.
All right, the second quarter should begin momentarily. Gasol inbounds it to start the second quarter. Fisher passes it to the left. Gasol goes up. Oh! Here's another look with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Gasol went with one hand and flushed it down.
The dump off to Morrison. To Okafor. Backs in. 6 seconds to shoot. Takes it up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
Leads him with the pass. The jump hook was tossed in by Bryant.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
High post. To Richardson. Wallace backs down. Feeds it to Morrison. It's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Wallace. Drops it in from 12 feet. Nice shot by the 8-year veteran out of Alabama. The handoff to Odom. Passes it to Fisher. Bryant backs in. Offline.
First team foul. Fisher. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first one.
You don't expect anything less when he's at the line. He's just a terrific free throw shooter.
1:16 left in the second. Okafor has it on the elbow. No good.
Gasol. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. Bynum inbounds the ball.
Pure man-to-man on D.
The pass to Odom. Bynum banks it home.
Bynum really benefits his team when he hits that mid-range jumper. Well done.
To Wallace. Got a hand on it.
What a stop. Your shot's never safe when he's nearby.
Fisher behind the arc. Richardson gets the rebound. The Bobcats good out for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession. Okafor backs him down. Goes up. Passes it to Wallace. Here's Okafor. Odom on the rebound.
The D got a little lucky that time. That's a shot he should have made.
Bryant corrals the miss. Blocked. Bynum tries again. Here's Felton. Offline. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 21-14.
The Lakers have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. And now, the T-Mobile halftime report. Pau Gasol is our leading shot blocker with 1. Andrew Bynum is scoring well. He's got 6. Let's have a look at the team stats from the first half. The Lakers built their lead on a solid offensive effort.
Yeah, if they continue to score like this, it's hard to see them losing.
Well, the second half will begin in just a few moments. Odom inbounds it to start the second half. Bryant dumps it to Gasol.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Now for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update, let's check in with the third member of our team, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Yeah, as the Lakers came out for the second half, I spoke with Coach Phil Jackson. He told me that they'll have to elevate their game if they want to hold on to this lead. He said that we can't rely on our play in the first half to get us through the game. He went on to say we are still making mistakes out there, and if we want to win, we'll have to correct those the remainder of the game. Let's see if his players can deliver.
He's got the right idea to push his team. Games in the NBA are often decided by runs, and if they give one up, their first half lead could be wiped away.
That's right, Clark. You can never get too comfortable. 2:01 left in the third. To Gasol. passes it to the paint. Open look. It's in.
Gasol has been up and down on that mid-range jumper. That time he was up.
Felton hands it off to Richardson. To Okafor. Morrison takes it up.
Exceptional timing. Gets a hand up to block that shot.
Swings it to Bryant. Goes up, had a piece of it, but they recover it. Odom, he gets hammered and he'll head to the line.
Odom, shooting 2.
He can't get the first. Walton is in at small forward.
Substitution number 4.
Good on number 2. Morrison inbounds the ball. The Bobcats will take their first timeout of the game. Felton hands it off. Dishes to Richardson. Backs in. Pulls the trigger. Sweet rebound by the 13th year veteran out of Lower Marion High School.
A little defensive pressure can go a long way, Kevin. Still, I'm surprised he wasn't able to convert.
Gasol gets it left side. Fisher takes it up.
When the defender has the length advantage on you, you better have a plan B.
Offline. The dish to Wallace. Gasol inbounds the ball. Here's Bryant offline. We've reached the end of the third, and it's been an exciting game. The score, 26-18. Gasol has played well.
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
All right, the fourth quarter should begin momentarily. Morrison inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Cheryl Dean Miller, for an update. Cheryl?
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on the Bobcats huddle. Coach Brown hasn't been happy with their shot selection and let them have it. He told them, "We're forcing shots up there, guys. We've got to space the floor better, make the extra pass, and work within the flow of the offense. We'll see if they can get it going."
Thanks, Cheryl. Gasol backs him down. 7 on the shot clock. Odom flies in for the layup.
Odom is such an incandescent scorer. He puts up points in a hurry.
To Richardson. Dumps it off to Morrison. Hauled in. A two-handed jam.
That's his bread and butter. That's his meal ticket. That's who he is. That's what he does. Crash the board, snatch it down, and then jam it back in. That's outstanding tenacity on the backboard.
Bynum passes to Odom, takes it up. Oh, just missed it, but he drew contact, and he'll head to the line.
First team foul.
Target on the first.
Well, that extends their lead, but he really had a chance to close the door and just couldn't do it.
Wallace, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
Wallace, shooting 2.
Knocks it down.
Two big free throws to cut into that lead. Now they need to get back and play some solid D.
Fisher dishes to Gasol. Backs down.
That's a bad play there, Kev. I bet he wishes he could take that one back. Yeah, he got clubbed. No question on that part.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting 2.
No good on the first.
That makes it a one-possession game. And I'm sure he wishes he could have that one miss back.
Fisher, pass to the left side. To Gasol. The bank shot won't fall. Less than 1 minute left.
Couldn't keep a handle on it. In these close games, you can't afford too many mistakes. Gasol backs down from nowhere. He saw the D in his way, but he just rose right over top of the slam.
Shooting 1.
I'll tell you what, Kevin. Those hoop plus the harm fouls are backbreakers in the clutch. That really extends their lead.
Richardson. Gasol dives for it. Out of bounds. Touch last by the Lakers. Morrison inbounds the ball. The rebound by Odom. The Lakers have a chance to put this one out of reach. Leads him with the pass. Gets it to fall. 3 assists by the 8-year veteran out of Michigan State.
Felton will hit that shot all game long if that's the kind of token defense they're going to play.
Someone get him! Oh, get there!
The Lakers win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Bobcats 32-28. For his impressive performance, Gasol has earned his place as the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Boy, he took it hard to the rim. So demoralizing to a defense, Kevin, when a guy's flying in there dunking it at will.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, sports fans. The stage is set here in Milwaukee. The visiting Los Angeles Lakers will face off against the Bucks. Here with Clark Kellogg and Cheryl Miller, this is Kevin Harlan. And now, as we're about set, T-Mobile presents the starting 5 lineups. And without further ado, it looks like they're setting up for the tip-off. The Bucks take the tip-off and will set up the offense. To Jefferson, releases. Gasol yanks it down. It's one-on-one. Leads him with the pass. Offline.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
One thing about the Los Angeles Lakers, Clark, they shoot a lot of threes and they shoot a lot of free throws. That's a big reason why they're so efficient on the offensive end.
Well, you love that kind of balance, Kevin. You want to get shots from the three-point line when you have good three-point shooters, but you also want to make sure you're attacking the rim and getting to the foul line. The Lakers do both. You don't expect anything less when he's at the line. He's just a terrific free throw shooter.
And now our sideline reporter Cheryl Miller has some information for us. Let's check in with the Gatorade Around the Cooler update.
Well, I had a moment to speak with Scott Skiles, coach of the Bucks. Coach told me his main concern was making sure his guys gave up no easy looks inside. He said, we're going to have to clog up the lane and make sure nobody gets open looks in the paint.
All right, Cheryl. No good.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Jefferson dumps it to Villanueva. Backs him down.
Jefferson gauged his teammate's speed and hit him right in stride. That's NBA basketball, folks.
Passes it to Fisher. He gets hammered and he'll head to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
What about the Los Angeles Lakers a season ago, Clark? They began with Kobe Bryant wanting to be traded, had some injuries and a lot of uncertainty to start the year. They end up with the best record in the Western Conference and make it all the way to the finals against the Boston Celtics.
And I really think they may have been a year or two ahead of schedule. And the promising thing for the Lakers is they went to the playoffs and the NBA Finals without Andrew Bynum, their starting center. If he's back and healthy, this is a team that's going to contend not only this year, but I think in years to come as well.
Back up. Watch him.
6 seconds to shoot. Jefferson fires the three. Gasol is on it.
That's really all a coach wants against a good shooter. Don't give him easy looks and always keep a hand on his head. That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
The dish to Bogut. Gasol inbounds the ball. Passes, high post, backs down. To Bryant. Offline.
Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice ball.
Ridnow. Off the mark from 3. Here's Bryant. It's in.
Let's put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Graham, it's blocked. We're at the end of 1, and it's close. The score, 8-6. The Lakers with the slight lead.
They're doing an excellent job of getting to the charity stripe. If I had to point out an area for improvement, it would be on the offensive glass. They need somebody to get in there, mix it up, and come away with a few extra possessions.
All right, the second quarter should begin momentarily. Gasol inbounds it to start the second quarter.
Watch outside. Down low.
Bino backs in. Takes it up. Villanueva snatches the defensive rebound. Leads him in. Red lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Ridnour did a great job with that pinpoint bounce pass. You love to play with guys who'll set you up like that. That's where you're going to get the high percentage looks. Easy two there.
Passes it to Ridnour. Has it in the paint. No good.
The D got a little lucky that time. That's a shot he should have made.
Got the bucket and the foul.
What a shot! Took the hit and was still able to maintain control to get it down.
Clark, isn't it interesting that before this season began, Kobe Bryant was seeking a trade from the Los Angeles Lakers. Nothing could be worked out. He stayed patient. He knew he was going to be a Laker. He believed in Phil Jackson, and look at the result for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know what, Kevin? Sometimes the best deals are the ones that aren't made. Kobe Bryant had an MVP season last year. The nucleus of that Lakers team with Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and the rest of that crew is going to contend, I think, for championships for the next 4 or 5 years, and Kobe Bryant will be right in the center of it.
Villanueva, almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Villanueva shooting two.
Can't sink the first. Allen is in at center.
Substitution on the court.
Good on number two. Bynum inbounds the ball.
They're D'ing up man-to-man.
Fisher lobs it to Gasol. Backs in from 11 feet away. Gets it to fall. Nice bucket by the 8-year veteran out of Spain. The Lakers have to put it together with this run, and the points are flowing. What's your view here, Clark?
They're just clicking. Everyone seems to have found their groove and rhythm at the same time, and the points are flowing. I doubt they can keep it up for much longer, but they've certainly changed the game with this run.
Set it up. Well, pick it out. Stay there.
Here's Ridnour. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the line.
Shooting two.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Bynum inbounds the ball.
Right here. Hey, watch the perimeter.
To Odom. Goes up. Drops it in on the layup.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Villanueva shoots it up. Hits the tray.
He's got major range, partner. You don't expect a big man to exhibit that kind of three-point shooting ability.
Bryant backs down. From downtown, Bynum snatches it inside. To Bryant. Bynum passes it back to Bryant.
My goodness, he can't be happy about that play. That was ugly.
Red connects. Here's Bryant offline. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 19-15.
The Lakers have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. Pau Gasol has been working hard on the glass. He's our rebound leader with 3. Luke Ridnour is our assist leader with 4. Let's have a look at the team stats from the first half. The Lakers built a small lead by pounding the ball inside. and looking for the close-range shots.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Kevin. Good, solid, fundamental basketball.
All right, the second half should begin in just a moment. Odom inbounds it to start the second half. The handoff to Bryant, passes it to Fisher. Odom missed. Time for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Yeah, as the Lakers came out for the second half, I spoke with Coach Phil Jackson. He told me that he's pleased with the league, but knows his team can play better the remainder of the game. He said that we can't rely on our play in the first half to get us through the game. He went on to say we are still making mistakes out there, and if we want to win, we'll have to correct those the remainder of the game. Let's see if his players can deliver.
He's got the right idea to push his team. Games in the NBA are often decided by runs, and if they give one up, their first half lead could be wiped away.
That's right, Clark. You can never get too comfortable. Bogut is trying to walk it off, but he looks like he's in some serious pain. He's definitely got a hitch in his stride, Clark. They'll probably need to get him out so they can attend to that injury.
Kevin, this is certainly one aspect of the game that you never want to see. Hopefully the injury's not too severe and he'll be able to return to action soon.
We wish him the best. We'll monitor that situation and provide an update on his condition when one is forthcoming.
Shooting 2.
Gets it to fall. Allen is in at center.
Substitution on the court.
Gets them both. Gasol inbounds the ball. The Lakers still holding on to a small lead.
It's anyone's game right now, partner. Every possession is critical.
Backs him down. Bynum. Villanueva. That's his fourth rebound thus far.
That's lockdown, saran wrap deep. Airtight. They didn't leave him much of anything right there.
Goodman. Shooting 2.
Knocks it down. And he ties it up. 1:59 left in the third quarter. Backs down. Fisher. Rebounded. Bynum.
Bynum picked that one off the glass and puts it back for the score.
The pass to Villanueva. Allen dumps it off to Villanueva. Nice board by the 8-year veteran out of Spain.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Bynum backs in. Shoots. It bounces out of bounds after the shot.
Substitution.
Villanueva inbounds the ball. To Allen. The bank shot won't fall.
Outstanding job there to contest the shot and grab the miss. That's how you play defense.
That's a second person. First 2. Shooting 2.
Knocks it down. Gets them both.
They're D'ing up, man to man.
Red dishes to Jefferson. Hauled in.
The D knew not to leave him open from mid-range, and they did a pretty good job of pressuring that shot.
Walton hands it off. Bryant. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
Bryant. Shooting 2.
ball. Bogut is in at center.
Substitution on the field.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a two-possession lead.
Ridnour, swing pass to Red. Jefferson, lob to the baseline. Allen to Bogut with the shot. Hauled in.
The defense read the scouting report, and they're going to sag off of him. He's just not a threat from out there.
Defensive foul. Ridnour. That's his first personal foul. Shooting Red.
He completes the three-point play. Bogut inbounds the ball. Offline. Both teams continue to fill it up as we conclude the third. The score, 27-19. Bryant has played well.
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
All right, the fourth quarter should begin moment. Jefferson inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. And now for our sideline reporter, Cheryl has some information for us.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on the Bucks huddle. Coach Styles hasn't been happy with their shot selection and let them have it. He told them, we're forcing shots out there, guys. We've got to space the floor better, make the extra pass, and work within the flow of the offense. We'll see if they can get it going.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Gasol got right to the cup. The D totally lost track of it.
Feeds to the left side. Tipped.
That's a major league denial there. Really attacked the ball once it left the shooter's hand.
Kobe is just on a roll. He's not only leading his team in scoring, but doing it at a very efficient rate.
He's putting up some big numbers, but he's not forcing anything. He's shooting a high percentage, and everything's coming in the flow of the offense. You could tell that was money from the moment it left his hand. He's been living at the line and making the most of his chances. Great focus, nice mechanics, and a soft touch.
The Bucks call timeout. They trail by 10. 2:14 left in the fourth. Jefferson inbounds the ball. To Bogut. Leads him with the pass. It counts. One assist by the four-year man out of Utah.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Gasol backs him down. 7 on the shot clock.
He got a little lucky that time. That's a shot he should have made.
Ridnour flies in for the layup.
Ooh, that's a good look. Very nice look.
1:30 left in the game. Passes to Gasol. Bynum backs in. Rebounded. Rises and rips.
That's his bread and butter. That's his meal ticket. That's who he is. That's what he does. Crash the board, snatch it down, and then jam it back in. That's outstanding tenacity on the backboard. He wasn't thinking at all on that pass. That's what you call bad decision making.
Dishes it to Kobe. The feed to Gasol. No good. Ridnour tosses it up court. Rand takes it up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. The Lakers with an excellent chance to put the nail in the coffin. Dishes, top of the key, rips the core.
Healthy lead, and with smart play the rest of the way, they should be able to win this.
Red hands it off to Villanueva. To Bogut. Jefferson. Hands it off to Red. 6 seconds to shoot. Tipped.
Oh, good perimeter D. He stayed with it and blocked the J.
The Lakers can just dribble out the clock to end the game. The Lakers win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Bucks 35-27. In recognition of his stellar performance, Bryant is the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Well, Kevin, he scored over half of his team's points. That's all you have to say, really. He had a phenomenal offensive game.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.